Okay,
There we go.
now we are live. Hi everyone, how are you? Today is 14, March 14, and as we said, we're gonna be here every Monday at lunchtime. Today we're a little bit late because we could not connect, and today we have Stacy with us. Hi Stacy, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
And remember that if you want to join us, you can just click on the link. Okay, hold on. Let me just chat here. Um, I was thinking, and I'm just thinking, and it's just my question today is: will it be better if we do it in the evening than if we do it in the morning, like lunch? Well, we can just make like I would say survey and figure out if it's better to do it
Yeah, I would.
on
That's probably good too. To put something out there so that everybody can choose the time and then just, you know.
exactly because first of all it's better in the evening because I know some of you are working, but it doesn't matter. Today we're gonna do it and we're gonna leave it recorded, and we're gonna talk a little bit about today. We are like halfway to, and there is a link. Carmen is posting the link, so if you have someone that you want to invite to this group, they can do it with that link. Is that right, Carmen? Yes. So what we're gonna do is today we're gonna talk about, we are halfway through the month, and this month we have some promotions. We have the cups. We have the Jafra cups for one person. We invite one person. 2 cups. 4 cups if we invite 2 people, and $100 if you invite 3 people. And this is about numbers. How many people can I bring to the company will depend on how much people I talk to during the week or during the day or in my social media, but it's more about activity. So today we're going to talk about experience. What is important, or why is important that we let people, and we were talking about, Stacy and me were talking this morning about, it's really important that people experience the product, that people try the product, the smell, the I will say the taste, but it doesn't taste.
The
Olive
touch.
doesn't taste. Yes, yes, Stacy.
No, I was going to say the touch. Like, you know, a lot of the creams and stuff, it's like they want to touch it. They want to feel it. They want to see how creamy it is.
Exactly. Because it's different when we talk about the product. It is important that we talk about the product, but it's more important that they feel the product, that they try the product, and either body products or the skincare products, the color, etc. It's and we also pin over there the link to the Zoom. And I will let that question here. Would you think if we meet in the evening would be better than if we do it at lunchtime? Just put a when you watch this record, because I know the past video we have a lot of replays. Just let us know if it's better for you in the evening, like Monday's evening will be better instead of lunch. So we will figure out what is the best time and we can have more people, because the most important thing about these Zooms is when we connect with other people and we share experiences. Linda could not be with us today, but we're gonna do this every Monday, every Monday, every Monday, every Monday. So let's talk today about customers. And let's put it this way. Think about what made you try a product for the first time. Of course, many of us had customers already, but what makes you connect, or what makes a customer try your product? What would you say, Stacy?
Um, that's a really good question because there could be multiple answers to that. If I want to use my experience and my thought, sometimes it's like I have to hear about it, right? You will see ads on TV, you read it in magazines or on social media. It's like, oh, what's this, right? And then people, well, with me, I kind of start researching it, trying to find out about it, right? 99% of the times I have to go to a store to like really see it up close, especially when it comes to like a clothing or an electronic or even cosmetics that we're talking about. It's like I have to see it before I say, yeah, I'm going to go get it, right? So like the conversation we're having this morning, social media is great. We can get so many people attracted to learn about and know about the products and learn about what royal jelly is and how great it is. But that touch and feel, right? So I think that it's like I have to touch and feel it and see it before I want to buy it.
Exactly. So you have to try it and you have to perfectly like see it and experience it. So that's a really important thing. So it is important that we give samples, that we get out there and try the product, because it's also the excitement, right? When we talk about a product that we are excited about, a product that we see results in, and give me 1 second. Wait. And I'm just sending
Well, while you
text
do that,
message.
I mean, it's also, there are some people that, you know, like, even if you have like a networking event, people can't show up, right? So it's like you could also do where if people sign up, but they can't show up at that time or whatever, like you said, samples, you can send them a sample, right? Or meet with them and give them a sample, right? Because they're interested enough to sign up for the networking, but they just can't make that date. So they still get that
Exactly.
touch and feel.
And you know, it, even though we give samples, that's something that I experienced in the past, is even though we give out samples, we have to follow up with the customers. We have to follow up with those leads, because we give out the sample sometimes and people won't try it. People won't try the product until you call them, or you let them know, or you reconnect again. There will be like, oh, I didn't try the product, I didn't have the time, or I leave it in my purse, or I just didn't try it. So it's really important that we follow up, and we try to make the connection to do or to have a Jafra experience. I will call it Jafra experience because it's just sharing
Okay.
the product. Yeah. Tell
No,
me.
go ahead. No, okay. But while you were just talking, a thought popped into my head, right? So we're talking about the touch and the feeling and the following up and giving out samples. When you give out samples, right? What's the process of getting someone to give you their phone number or, you know, something to be able to follow up with them? I'm just giving out samples. I'm talking about it and I'm giving out samples, but I'm not like, hey, can I have your phone number?
Okay, that's a really important comment, because when we give out samples and we don't get the phone back, we don't get like the number back, then what happened is you don't get, hello, my friend. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, everyone.
How are you? Thank you for joining us. We're talking about sampling, when we give samples and we don't get the phone number. And we were talking about, okay, it's really important when we give out samples that you get the number. If you don't get the number, the probabilities they're gonna call you back are really small. So it's really important that you try to ask for the phone number. In my experience, many people give me the number or the email, but if they don't, then I just know it's like I just said, okay, I wish they call me back, or they go on my website, or they call me. So Ashley, tell me, what is your experience like giving out samples or reaching out to people that you don't know out there?
The same, really. I mean, I give samples usually, I mean, to like every service provider that I use, but they don't usually, you know, if you don't get a phone number, like you said, or anything, and do the follow up yourself, they don't really contact you back. But I mostly like giving them to people that, like I said, that I'm going to see again, people that I talk to at the pharmacy, my nail lady, you know, people like that I know even if, I'll be seeing them again. So.
Yeah, that's a good point, because it's like, I go to, let's just say Marshall's, right? And I'm at the register, and, I'm having sometimes you can have a conversation with them while they're, ringing you up. I can give a sample, right? But I'm not gonna say, hey, can I have your phone number? Like, to me, if that was me on the other side, I'd be like, what, you crazy lady? No.
Okay, I will tell you what I do, and pretty much works all the time. Okay, all the time. I make a connection and I talk to someone. Let's say I talk to Ashley, right? Or at Marshalls or Staples or the Office Max of the pharmacy or whatever I go, or the post office. I have an example for the post office. The lady at the post office, that she always like is in the same place. I go every other day. And one day I give her a sample and she said, do you have like perfumes? And I gave her some samples. But I give her the sample and she said they were like really strong. And then I give her a hand treatment sample. And then I give her the essence, um, vial. And I thought she won't like essence because it's too strong. And then a few weeks passed and I didn't see her. And then I see her again and she's like, oh, by the way, I really like the last one that you gave me. And I said, which one it is? And then she came out with the essence one. And she said, I just love this one. And I'm like, it's kind of weird because it's like, to me, that's a strong one, but she likes it. So I said, you know what? We have other products. We actually had a body cream and a body wash and with the same scent. And then she's like, oh, I'd be really interested in. How did I ask for the phone number? That's where I'm going. I will ask for the number and maybe they say yes, or maybe they say I contact you. And if they said I contact you, that's perfectly fine. But what I said is, let's say I meet Ashley in the store and I will make a comment of the purple hair. One day I'm going to have purple curls. Girl, I'm telling you, one of these days, you're going to see me with my purple curls.
You should do it.
Every time I see you, like, I will.
Put a few in there. Just put a few in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I definitely, yes, I will definitely do something like that because I see your hair every time and I love it. But I will say, make a conversation where I said, you know what, like that. One of these days, I'm gonna make one of my curls like purple. And I said, well, Ashley, because pretty much you know the name of the person, right? Because she had a name tag, or because you're like, oh, what's your name? And then you talk to her by her name. I will say, you know what, we're gonna have an event, or we're gonna have more and something like an event or a networking thing or something. I would love to have your contact so I can send you an invitation. And then people will give me the number.
Right, but you've seen, let's just use the woman in the post office. You've seen her a couple of times and you've already given her samples, right? And she's excited and she likes the product.
Even if I don't see her by the first time, I will tell her, or I will ask her, would you like to join us for one of our events?
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. And if they say yes, and I say, well, let me have your contact so I can text you the invitation or something. And then I just connect with them like via text. It's like, okay, this is Gabby. We meet at Marshall's. You remember today. It was nice to meeting you. That's it.
Yeah.
And then you have once you have the number or the email, then you can say you have a lead, because otherwise you can just give out 1,000 cards and no one will reply. Right? So it's about making connections. And the connections don't really work like right away. It's like you have to meet them. They have to meet you. They have to trust you, and then they buy. That's like the 3 steps that you have to like take to be able to people. I mean, if there will be people that will say, oh, I was looking for something for my skin. About time I meet you because I'm really finishing with what I have and I wanted to try something new. Something like that. So it's just follow up. I was reading this book and I wanted to talk to you about it, that says that people will need an extra from $300 to $500 to stay, to make a month, in order for them to stay like in the business as a consultants. So what do you think about that? Is it true? Is not true?
Who says that?
It's in this book that I love. It's Gordon Hester. It's an
Okay.
interview. He said that it's I was trying to look for the page. Okay, it says that people will need like at least $300 to $500 to be like to really be more. Let me see if I see it here.
Is that a month? Is that a month?
Is it a month? Yeah. What I read before is like households need like at least $300 to $500 extra of whatever the income they having to be more comfortable. So that's the average that people need, an extra of what they're making right now. And
Right.
how would you think?
It all depends on, one, where they're living, two, what job they have and what money they're bringing in, right? And really, it all depends on what their expenses are. Some people who are even married and they have 2 or 3 children, it's like $500 might help, but they really need more, right? But
Yeah,
someone
of course.
that might be single or younger, that extra $300-400 probably is,
Yeah,
a good
this
sum.
about this is about an average. It's like an average, and I found it here is the level of income needed to keep a distributor engaged in the business is $300 to $500 per month. So that's the average. It's not like, of course, it
Yeah.
all depends on each different people per person, but
Right.
that's pretty much the average.
I
And I
mean, yeah,
was thinking,
no, go ahead.
no, I
What
was
were you-
thinking
oh,
is how much we spend when we go to a store.
yeah. No, I was just thinking of monthly bills, like for $300, $400, $500. Cell phones are usually the highest bill these days, right? Then you have electric if you want cable, right? Gas if you have gas, right? Water, all this other stuff that, car
Yeah.
loan,
So maybe
car loan.
enough. Exactly. Maybe you're making enough to pay your bills, but you don't have like an extra income to go dining out or to go and have some, like go out and about, maybe to a show or something. So that would be a good
Or save,
extra income.
or
Or
save
save.
money.
That's another thing to plan for a vacation. I mean, it could be anything, right? So that was like what we can do is like really simple. I mean, we put the big piece, like if it's $1,000, I would say, okay, if I want to make 500, then I have to sell $1,000. And if I sell $1,000, I will divide that between 4 weeks, between 5 days, how many days I wanted to um, um, work or promote my business. And when
Right.
we put it like in a small piece, it will be much easier, because then what we do is we divide 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. And if we put that 250 in 5 days, we just have to sell $50 a day. So
Right.
Ashley, I wanted to know your, because this is the first time we have you here. Tell us how you joined Jafra. Why you joined and how you joined Jafra.
Yeah, I joined Jafra. I'd never heard of Jafra before, and I went to a really big party at my friend's house, and I was introduced to Jafra there. Somebody's trying to get into the meeting. Can you repeat your Zoom number again?
Yes, give me 1 second. Is the Zoom number is, give me 1 second. It's 864-470-4757.
Okay. And there's no password.
No password.
Okay. All right. So anyway, basically what did it for me was the royal almond. I bought a $49 kit that same day. I was just thinking like, okay, well, I know I like the products. This kit has, you know, more in it. I think the $49 kit had like $150 worth of stuff in it, or probably more. And I wanted the discount. So then I joined, and it just kind of took off from there.
Okay, so it was because you knew the product. You know, the other day I was talking to Stacy. I think I was talking to Stacy about, we were promoting Power Up, and I said, wait a minute. The products that I really, really love is almond and olive. Those are like my favorite. Like I'm not just promoting and sharing those. Is, I mean, of course, Power Up and Power Down. I've been selling a lot of those because just the smell of lavender and the Power Up experience. But olive and almond are like the best. You know, it's like really, really, I love it.
So what I do,
So one,
is even with the, you know, we got the royal almond, the minis, and I keep those. I keep one in my purse. I even, the one I have in my purse is like the faded. It's faded. The label is like
Where did you
barely.
get the minis from? Not to interrupt, but where'd you get the minis from?
Oh gosh,
oh,
you know, we had, yeah,
Oh,
we
it was a
had the
while
royal
ago.
almond
It was a
minis.
while ago.
Yeah,
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 let me
but
show.
they'll come back.
Yeah,
They'll
they
come back.
We
But
have something like this.
there's my Brandy.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and especially like, you know, cause I'm in recovery, I go to a lot of meetings and stuff like that. So I'll be sitting in a meeting for an hour, and, I'll use it myself, and, you know, maybe whoever's sitting next to me, I'll pass it down the line and I'll let other people experience it too.
Exactly.
Especially anybody that has tattoos. I will, you know, I love to get it on people that have tattoos because it really makes them shine. And you know, and it's so hydrating and stuff. It just really brings a new look to your tattoos. So just really quick, Gabby, that this is Brandy. She is my newest team member, and she just got her very first team member. So I'm very proud of her.
Yes,
Hi.
I read your story last night.
Good. Good.
I'm driving to work, so forgive me.
Welcome, Brandy and Brandy.
Thank you.
Welcome to Jafra. Nice to meeting you. I'm really excited that you just actually Stacy was telling me about you guys, because I don't check very much the Amber region, and then I saw this I saw the post because she told me, like, did you notice that post yesterday? And I said, no, but let me go and check. And I said, oh, I know Ashley. She's on fire right now. And welcome, girls. Well, we do this, and I start doing this March. We start in March because we wanted to get together. I will tell you a little bit and fast story. 2 years ago, when we have this pandemic going on, we start Zooming with all the team. And what happened is we empowered each other, and we like make like goals. Right now, I'm really consistent. I will ask you to mute if you are gonna make some noise, so that way we don't have the interference of the noise. And so it's really important that we get, we connect. It's like a weekly meeting. And I was thinking the other day, when you work in a regular job, pretty much Mondays are like the get together and talk about what you're going to have, what the sales, what the process, I mean, everything that is going to happen that week. So to us, it's like a quick lunch meeting. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you are Pacific, so maybe it's early, but I was thinking, and we were still talking about, do we do it in the night or lunch is okay? So we're going to make a survey and see which is the best time, but we're going to get it recorded. And we have a private group that is called Jafra Dream Team, where all these calls are going to be recorded. So if you want to go back and maybe talk about something or just listen to some other testimony, then we're going to be here. So welcome, Brandy and Brandy's. I will really ask you.
Thank you.
What made you join Jafra?
I joined Jafra because I know Ashley through, the recovery circle as well. I'm also a 5-time domestic violence survivor, and it really caught my eye that Jafra is so all about empowering women and men, I suppose. But I just feel, and I actually, I posted in my business group today that I feel like somebody already with Jafra, and I've done some direct sales before, and I never felt that. I got a personal call from Linda. Ashley likes to call her Nana Jafra, and I see why. But I got a call from her personally, and we chatted for like over a half hour about Jafra and about my life, and she just really made me comfortable to be me. And then, of course, these amazing products also make me feel more comfortable being on camera without makeup. So I really like it here. I feel like I am where I need to be.
Great. Well, welcome. I had to tell you, I've been in this company for 28 years. 25 years of those 28 doing the business, and had been the best decision I made. I always said, just trust this company with all your heart, because it's not just empowering. We have an amazing community. We make great friendships. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And we'd love to have you here. And my admiration, my complete admiration, because I really admire people that overcome any kind of addiction. I mean, it's like, because we fight with that all the time. It's not just substances, food is, I would say coffee, because that's my addiction. But yeah. I mean, we all go through. So I really admire you. I'm personally, I'm not an alcoholic person, but I had to tell you, I grew up with an alcoholic dad. So it's, we go through a lot of things, and it's not easy to get up and overcome all the situations that we experience. So welcome to this amazing team, and I would love to see you here more often. And Ashley, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And I was just going to say, I mean, you're so right, because, well, Hannah, she's not my Jafra leader anymore, but she was also raised by an alcoholic father. And so it really does impact everybody in one way or another. And exactly. I was going to ask, would you introduce yourself, Gabby? Because I don't know that my new girls really know the significance about why I want them to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And I want to actually welcome Cecilia too. Welcome, Cecilia, to this team. I will be really short because I love to talk, and you're going to get to know me, and I love to talk. I'm an ambassador with the company. I'm in the top position of the company. And I have one of the, I would say, biggest and strongest lineages. And so I had, in the last 2 years, we promoted 11 new district directors. And actually we have a male district director too. So we just, this guy is just 1 year and 4 months in the company, and he already not just become a district director, but also earned the car program, where he get his car bonuses instead of the car, and he bought his first house. So, I mean, it's an amazing growth. We promoted hundreds of leaders during these 2 years. And I was talking to this team. I always wanted to like grow more into the Hispanic market, but I wanted to help and develop this other part because as you said, Brandy, and I know the other Brandy and maybe Cecilia and Stacy and you, Ashley, people doesn't know about us. And we are an American company that we are like the best kept secret in the US. And Royal Jelly is an amazing product. It makes you love your skin without makeup.
It does. It really does.
Yes. So, Brandy, you have your new I'm sorry?
I said I have no makeup on today.
No, you have no makeup on. And I had to tell you, Royal Jelly makes a huge difference since the first time you apply it. So, Ashley, you introduced Brandy to the company and then Brandy introduced the other Brandy, right?
Yeah, the Brandy, the other Brandy, Brandy with an I. I'm Brandy with a Y. Brandy with an I is my niece. She's also a survivor and also in recovery as well. So I think that this is just a perfect fit, and I love to share it with her because I love her dearly.
So I'm washing my hair, guys, so I'll be right there. Hold on one second.
That's okay. In the meantime, Brandy, while you finish your hair, we have Cecilia too. Cecilia, who wants to introduce Cecilia? Cecilia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know. Oh,
Couldn't find the unmute.
Okay, Cecilia, where are you joining us from?
I'm in Utah. Ashley just invited me a few minutes ago, so I thought I'd jump on, but I didn't know I was going to have the pleasure of Gabby Gutierrez. Wow. Didn't tell me that surprise, Ash. Good morning, ladies, or good afternoon, wherever you are.
Well,
yes, surprise.
Thanks.
surprise.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that I met you. You know what? I will tell you something. I don't think this is about lineages or I mean, we are just one Jafra and we are just a big heart and we wanted to empower others because as we all have our stories, we all have our issues and our situations where we have to overcome. And one of the things that I love about Jafra, and I had to tell you that I've been in this company for so many years, and to me it's like a blink of an eye. 25 years is like, oh my gosh, we've been here 25 years. But it's because we met women, we empower women and men, of course, now. But you never know how you're gonna change your life and the life of someone that you share Jafra with. You never know. And I can tell you, I have 100 stories with my team, but people that with different situations, they said, well, thank you to Jafra, I'm here. Thank you to Jafra, I did this. So thank you to Jafra, I did other things. So it's not about who motivates you, but how you get your full potential out, because we all have gifts, talents, and missions. And it's helping someone else to tell them that it's a better life out there. So tell me, Cecilia, when you become a consultant and why you become a consultant, and then we go to Brandy's.
I became a consultant on March 17th, 1989. So I'm almost 33 years in Jafra. And I became a consultant because I loved Royal Jelly and I loved the cleanser they had back then, the Malibu Miracle Mask and the Royal Almond Oil. And the girl I was buying from, I worked with at Safeway, and she quit selling it. I moved to Salt Lake, which was about an hour away. And I found somebody else that was selling it nearby. And I went over there and said, I need my Royal Jelly. So she said, well, if you love Royal Jelly so much, why don't you sign up? And back then it was about $100 kit. Got the big bag, you know, and everything with makeup and everything. But yeah, that's when I joined. And just for myself, and before too long, people were saying, what kind of makeup do you wear? And what kind of skincare are you using? And I told them, and they said, well, do you do parties? And from there on, it just went to parties, and everything was great back then. It was really good. I'm excited to get back into parties. So live parties, real people.
Yeah. You know what? Yes, because, and that's another thing that we have now is like getting the personal touch. And if you see the video since the beginning, we were talking to Stacy. Stacy is one of my newest consultants. And we were talking about the importance of you feeling the product, smelling the product.
Right.
And I would say almost tasting the product, because there's some products that you want to eat them, right?
The Malibu mask.
I don't remember. I
So,
don't remember
yeah.
who. Sorry, I don't remember who said it, but it was in another live. But I know Ashley probably knows. Once you get it on the skin, the sales begin. I love that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Now that you mention it, I don't recall that sentence, but I love it. And it's true, is people try the product, and another thing that happened is once they try the product, they will buy the product the whole life because they go back to something else, and then when they come back, it's like, oh my God, I miss Royal Jelly so bad. So that's important that we keep the product out there. So welcome back, Cecilia. Cecilia, welcome back. And Brandy, why you joined Jafra? Tell us.
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute my camera. I joined Jafra because I also am an independent distributor for It Works. And my Aunt Brandy, she does the Jafra and she loves it. She has all these cute posts and people say she smells good all the time. So I'm sure she does. With that new scent that she wears from you guys. Anyways, I'm just, sorry, excuse the hair. I just took it out of towel.
That's fine.
I'm just a super social butterfly. I can sell paper to a tree. So I'm just good at stuff like this. So that's why I just kind of joined it. And I'm curious, my Aunt Brandy's face looks flawless with her makeup. I want to be like that. So
Stop it.
You know what? I had to
it's true. Your
something.
makeup looks great.
It is. It looks amazing. And you know what? I had to tell you something. I'm not wearing makeup today. It's just eyeshadows and blush and lipstick. I don't have any base on my skin. And people will ask comments like, you don't have any base? I'm like, no, I don't. Because Royal Jelly makes you like your skin so even that sometimes you don't need to put any base because it just glows. So it's just,
well, I can't wait to try that
and people, you know what? I will tell you, you fell in love with it. And people will start complimenting. It's like people ask, oh my God, your skin looks so beautiful. It's Royal Jelly. It's Royal Jelly. And right now you're brand new, but I will tell you within 10 years, you're gonna look younger than you look right now because people is like, your skin looks younger every time. It's like, yes, it's the way that Royal Jelly makes you glow. So welcome to the team. I'm so glad to have you today. And we're gonna do this every week. So I hope you don't leave me here alone because it's more about getting together and encourage each other. Just like we know every single Monday we meet with my team in the morning at 9 a.m. So we're gonna meet at 12. My time, maybe 9 your time. I think you are in the west side, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Just hold. We will try to make it short, like a 30-minute like Zoom, and then we're gonna disconnect from Facebook, and then we can stay a little bit longer here. So today we talk about experience. Today I talk about getting the customer to try the product, and once you try it, they will stay with you. And the other thing that we talk about is that the average of income needed to keep a consultant engaged in the business is between $300 and $500. And how easy you can do that. You just said Brandy with I. Brandy with I, she said she can sell everything and anything. So Brandy, we need you because there is some people here, including me, we are not that good on sales. People don't believe me that I'm not good at sales. But I'm not. So we have to learn from other people that has had the ability to sell. There is other people that we need to learn how to sell, but sales are everything. And then another thing that I wanted to do is let's get together in a big team. I call this team Jafra Dream Team, and it's a private group that you can be part of it, where we're gonna just share and encourage each other to grow.
Okay.
How about that? You like it?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna disconnect from Facebook and we'll see you next Monday. Don't go please in the Zoom. We're gonna stay here for 5 minutes. So Carmen, would you please stop the